My name is Airnes and I'm the Business Development Manager for Scotland and the North of England region at Allegion UK. As part of my role at Allegion, I collaborate with partners to support the development of knowledge and practice of modern industry professionals, drawing upon my experience and knowledge of ironmongery, locking and security systems. My colleagues and I work closely with the Britain brand and remain committed towards the needs of architects, contractors and end users, providing essential specification support for fire door hardware to ensure fire, life safety and accessibility requirements are consistently met. Now, around 3 million fire doors are purchased and installed in the UK each year, but what shapes a regular door into a working fire door as we know them? During this presentation, we'll look to answer these questions, touching on the comparisons between a regular door and a fire-rated door to demonstrate how responsible persons can identify fire doors in their buildings and why they're important. I'll provide a detailed guide into fire door hardware and its relationship with operational fire doors, and address why the correct specification and maintenance of fire door hardware remains in focus. And we'll look at best practice for fire door maintenance periods. I'd like to begin by introducing you to Allegion UK. For those of you not familiar, Allegion UK specialises in door control solutions, supplying a full range of door products, everything from door closers and exit devices to door furniture and residential and commercial locks. As trusted experts in the industry, we recognise the critical role that architectural ironmongery plays in the safety and security of our built environment, and we remain committed towards raising awareness towards the importance of correctly specified, installed and maintained fire door hardware. We have a team of trained experts on hand to help our customers adhere to the latest codes of regulations, whilst also advocating for higher standards in the industry, working alongside professional organisations and industry bodies such as those on screen just now. Allegion has more than 30 brands sold in 120 countries across the globe, specialising in security around the doorway and beyond. At the core of our business is the knowledge and experience of more than 12,000 dedicated employees behind our brands. We help customers navigate their toughest security and safety challenges, and we help builders and property owners differentiate themselves by providing innovative and secure solutions. For over a century, we've kept people safe and secure through the design and manufacture of category-leading products and the continued development of world-leading brands. The figures speak for themselves and explain why we continue to be a leader in the global safety and security industry. Now, on to the importance of fire door safety. Fire doors and their hardware are core components of a building's passive fire protection system, designed to compartmentalise and delay the spread of smoke and fire, protecting property and providing occupants with an opportunity to escape. They are often the first line of defence in the event of a fire, and as such they require detailed engineering, third-party testing and ongoing maintenance to ensure that each component works as intended to protect people and property. Certified fire doors are given a fire resistance rating, which details the length of time the door and its components can withstand smoke and fire. For example, a fire door that provides 30 minutes of resistance will be rated FD30. The rating of the door should reflect the environment where it's fitted. For example, if the walls and stairwell of a block of flats are designed to resist fire for 30 minutes, then it's okay to fit a 30-minute fire-rated door. However, if the walls and stairwell are designed to resist fire for 60 minutes, a 60-minute FD60 fire-rated door must be fitted. It's therefore critical that each and every person involved in the process of specifying, installing and maintaining fire doors understands the importance of fire doors so not to compromise fire safety. As you can see on screen, a fire door is made up of several components. A flush or moulded panel door is made of an outer framing material, door core and an outer skin. The outer skin provides the decorative appeal of the door, whereas its fire resistance depends on the ability of the framing and core materials to withstand fire for the required length of time. The most common types are FD30 and FD60s, tested to withstand fire for 30 or 60 minutes. Each fire door will have its own CE plug, giving full details of the manufacturer, its serial number, its certificate number and its fire rating. This gives complete traceability of the door. So, how can responsible persons or building owners identify a fire door for installation or maintenance purposes? The best way to tell if a door is a fire door is to look at the top edge of the door leaf. There should be a certification label showing the door's fire safety rating, and if in doubt, open the door up. If it's around 10mm thicker than your other internal doors with a fuzzy incandescent strip running along its circumference, it might be a fire door. There's also usually a red and yellow coloured plug with the door. Now, fire doors and escape doors. The language differs. Fire doors are normally internally fitted on stairwells, between rooms, and on front doors for apartment blocks, and are designed to act as a barrier to fire and smoke between separate compartments of a structure to enable a safe escape route for people inside the building. These fire doors should have blue and white signage placed on both sides of the door. These signs are blue and indicate a positive instruction telling people to keep the door closed. Fire escape doors, or a fire exit or fire escape door, on the other hand, usually serve as the final opening to the outside of the building. They're easily opened via a panic bar or push pad from the inside, and it's only in the event of emergency. It can also be opened from the outside, requiring the use of an external access device. A fire door, however, is not just the door leaf or sash, it's the entire door assembly, comprising the door frame, any glazing, intumescent fire and smoke seals, signage and door furniture. To be legal, every fire door must be third-party tested and its certification with all its components in place. For peace of mind, all Britain door controls, which are used for fire and smoke assemblies, are third-party tested and approved by Certifier. Certifier approval is a means of providing reassurance to specifiers and authorities that all aspects of the product's testing, assessment and manufacturing have been checked and verified. But what specific fire door hardware components are required to confirm a door is considered an effective fire door? Well, your building's fire door will not perform as intended unless all essential hardware has been correctly specified, installed and maintained. Essential fire door hardware are those items that are indispensable to the correct performance of the fire door, such as hinges, door closers, locks and latches. Now, as you can see on screen, there are a collection of components that are essential for the performance of a fire door. For a fire door to keep shut, a door closer is set to a minimum power level of 3. The closer must be able to close the door fully into the frame from any opening angle and be UKCA and CE certified. The fire door should have a minimum of 3 hinges per leaf with all screws firmly fixed and UKCA CE certified. Locks, latches should also be UKCA and CE certified. The latch should hold the door firmly in place without rattling and fully engage into the keep or strike plate. Intumescent protection must be fitted around any mortised items on the door and to the sides and top of the door to maintain the integrity of the door. If smoke protection is required, then either brush or blade can be used. Clear signage is important to show the users just what the door should do and be fitted to both sides of each leaf. With this example, the door should be kept shut when not in use. For a fire door keep locked, it isn't necessary to have a door closer, but what is essential is a lock and a fire door keep locked sign to notify anyone using the door that it must be kept locked when not in use. So, why is it important to use a fire-rated door and fire door hardware? The image on screen is showing a set of double doors. The image on the right was taken from the fire side of the corridor, where you can clearly see the damage done by the fire. If these doors had been wedged open or simply not closed correctly, the fire would have spread further down the corridor. The fire doors in this instance performed as they should and compartmentalised the fire. The door closers actively close the doors, shutting them firmly into the frame, and when temperatures reach a certain point, the intumescent seals in place around the sides, middle and top of the doors can expand, filling any gaps between the doors and the frame, which then become a solid partition, preventing the fire from reaching the other side of the door. In the event of fire, a fire door will not perform as intended unless all essential hardware components have been correctly specified, fitted and maintained. So ultimately, everyone has a part to play in the role of fire safety in a building. However, with the latest changes to fire and building safety legislation, the Fire Safety England Regulations of 2022, which came into force at the start of this year, the importance of the correct specification and maintenance of the fire door hardware have been brought into the forefront and remain in focus. Fire safety law is different in Scotland, governed by the Fire Scotland Act 2005 and the Fire Safety Scotland Regulations of 2006. However, within England and Wales, under the Regulatory Reform Fire Safety Order 2005, all facilities must designate a responsible person, a RP, for matters associated with fire safety to ensure the safety of occupants. A fire safety risk assessment is designed to help identify fire hazards. As part of the risk assessment, the RP must inspect everything from firefighting equipment and fire doors to staff training and staff understanding towards fire procedures. As highlighted by the Cheshire Fire and Rescue Service, a fire risk assessment consists of 5 steps: identifying the people at risk, identifying all potential fire hazards, evaluating the risk, recording the findings, and reviewing and revising. Under Step 3, fire protection systems are assessed, including fire detection methods and emergency escape routes. Escape routes are fundamental in the event of a fire and rely upon passive fire protection methods such as fire door sets that require ongoing assessment and maintenance to ensure they're working correctly. And as I mentioned, fire door checks and inspections are crucial in ensuring that a fire door is fit for purpose throughout its lifespan and that any maintenance needs are quickly identified and addressed. Government guidance states that the checks should be simple and not require a specialist to carry these out, as the inspections are mainly visual and don't require any specialist tools. The checks should include ensuring that the self-closing devices are working, looking for potential alterations to the fire door, any obvious defects, or large gaps around the door, and should also confirm that vital components such as the intumescent strips are present and undamaged. All data gathered from the fire door checks should be recorded electronically to provide a digital record of all fire door checks scheduled and undertaken, and a fire door hardware checklist is available to download from the Britain website, britain.co.uk. Here at Allegion, as manufacturers of life-saving products, we understand the importance of fire door safety checks and will issue, free of charge to anyone who requests them, our gap testers, which also have printed on them the 5-point checklist for anyone to check their own fire doors. The 5-point checklist is simple. 1. Check the fire door certification. This will either be at the top of the door or sometimes to the side. 2. Check the gaps around the door to be no greater than 3mm. 3. Check the intumescent seals around the sides and if possible the top of the door. They should be intact and showing no signs of wear. 4. Check the hinges. Make sure that all the screws are in place and securely fitted. And 5. Check the door closer. Does the door fully engage into the frame from any opening angle? Issues with any of the above can be easily spotted and quickly corrected when you know what to look out for. If neglected, these issues may cause fire control systems to fail, increasing the risk to both property and to life. If you're still unsure about fire door safety, always seek out professional support. Our technical and sales team are always happy to help with product selection, installation or maintenance queries. Additional information is also available on the Britain website, britain.co.uk. And thank you for your time today.